method of preparation of phenols. Now, please write physical properties of alcohol and phenol. Physical properties of alcohol and phenol. Now, number one, please write physical state. Assalamu alaikum, Rabia. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, sir.
So, please see here, guys. Aisha, Mariam, and Rabia. Physical properties of alcohol and phenol. First of all, physical properties. Okay. So, after method of preparation, we have to learn about the physical properties. Physical state of alcohol and phenol. So please write lower members of alcohol. Lower members of alcohol are colorless liquid. What does lower member mean? Lower member means with less number of carbon atoms. Okay. Colorless liquid with characteristic smell. With characteristic smell. Right, next point. Alcohols with more than 12 carbons. Alcohols with more than 12 carbons are colorless solids. Are colorless solids. Last point. Phenols are crystalline solid or liquid and have phenolic smell. Phenols are crystalline solid or liquid and have phenolic smell. And have phenolic smell. Clear है यहाँ तक? You just need to have an idea about these things, because what can happen in MCQ is that in subjective types, this was never an important point to write. But in terms of MCQs, there may be a question like this: which of the following is not a property of alcohol? And you have to identify which is not correct. और वहां पे इनमें से अगर कोई property रहेगी, then you should identify. Okay, fine. Alcohol of lower members are colorless liquid with characteristic smell. That is a true statement. Okay, these things you would have to identify. Now, right next, boiling point. Now, first point, boiling point of alcohols is greater than hydrocarbons and haloalkenes. Because now लिख due to hydrogen bonding. Due to hydrogen bonding. So alcohols can form hydrogen bonds. That is why their boiling point is higher than haloalkane as well as hydrocarbons. Right, next point, boiling point of alcohols. Boiling point of alcohols increases with increase in carbon atom. due to increase in molecular mass. Right, next point. अच्छा क्या मतलब है इसका? Please remember what is the meaning of this. It means that if I have CH3OH, which is having less number of carbon atom, it will be having less boiling point than CH3CH2OH. It will have even lesser than CH3 CH2 CH2OH and so on. Okay, right, next point. Boiling point of alcohols decreases with increase in branching. Due to decrease in surface area. Due to decrease in surface area. जितना ज्यादा surface area होगा, the level of attraction will be more because surface area जितना ज्यादा attractive points हो सकते हैं. That is why when there is a decrease in surface area, the boiling point also decreases because there is less number of attractive sites. So what does it mean? It means that if I have, let us suppose, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms and OH, this is a straight chain. This will have higher boiling point than a branch like this, OH, and this will have even higher boiling point than if you have something like this, let us suppose. Okay, this is again same molecular formula is still the same, and इससे भी कम किसका होगा? Please write this down. Let me know once you're done. Is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
Now, right, next point. Boiling point of alcohols is also higher than ethers. ठीक है ना? ये point ethers हमने लिखना वहां पे भूल गए थे. So you can either add hydrocarbons के पहले ethers and comma hydrocarbons and haloalkanes, or you can write the next point. Boiling points of alcohol is also higher than ethers. Is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. Just give me a second. चलिए, try these questions. Arrange the following set in order of their increasing boiling points. A वाला कीजिए पहले. What happened, Mariam Parker and Saad? Very late. Mariam Parker, what happened today? अच्छा, Mariam Parker ने अभी तक ज्वाइन नहीं किया है. She was in the waiting room. क्या हो गया? Saad, how are you? साद फिर से नहीं है कि क्लास में?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम. मरियम पार्कर.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Why are you so late?
Sir, I was having lunch.
We were having lunch at this hour. Oh my God.
Yes, sir. Actually, my parents are not home, so we have to
Prepare
handle
ourselves. Handle
Yes.
everything. तो क्या बनाया आपने? मैगी?
No, sir.
फिर क्या बनाया आपने?
We made omelette.
Omelette and bread.
Yes, with cheese.
Bread omelette cheese. Nice. बाकी लोग के मुंह में पानी आ गया होगा है. आप तो खा के आ गई. Please write this question, all of you guys. Write the first one: pentane 1-ol, butane 1-ol, butane 2-ol, ethanol, propane 1-ol. Yeah? And then you look at the next one. Please draw the structure at least. Pentane 1-ol, how will you draw it? Such a one tip here is that when you are going from name to structure, you will first of all draw the parent carbon chain. Okay. So the parent carbon chain here is pent. Pent means 5 carbon. 5 carbon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. 1-ol. 1-ol means it is having OH in the first carbon. So OH will be here. Then we have butane 1-ol. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1-ol means OH will be here. Then you have butane 2-ol. 1, 2, 3, 4 butane, and then you will have OH here. Then you have ethanol, 1 and 2 carbon atoms and OH here. Propane 1-ol, 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms and OH in the first carbon atom like this. Then you have methanol. Methanol is CH3OH. Okay. So the first thing is what? First thing is that boiling point directly proportional to number of carbons. तो इसको अगर हम 1 मान ले, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So which is having the highest number of carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tell me guys. Which one is having the highest number of carbon atoms? Jaldi bole 1, 2, 3. Which one? 1, है ना? So 1 will be having the highest boiling point. After that, which is having the next one? Tell me. Second number पे कौन से हैं? Which is having next highest number of carbons? कहाँ पे है?
3.
3. What about 2?
It is 3 carbon.
2 is 3 carbon. देखिए, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, and 4 carbon. So 2 and 3, they both have what? 4 carbon atoms, है ना? So in this, what we are going to see, boiling point, it is inversely proportional to branching, and as we have written earlier. So boiling point is inversely proportional to branching. That means अगर हम 2 और 3 के केस में बात करें, so 2 will have higher boiling point followed by 3 है ना। उसके बाद वी हैव 3 कार्बन एटम्स इन द फिफ्थ स्ट्रक्चर, फिर 5 आ जाएगा। एंड यहाँ पे हम एक बार लिख देते हैं, एक सेकंड। Here we have 5 carbon, here we have 4 carbon, here we have 4 carbon, here we have 2 carbon, here we have 3 carbon, here we have 1 carbon, है ना। इस हिसाब से आपके लिए आसानी हो जाएगी। So 5 के बाद क्या आएगा? 5 के बाद आएगा 4 carbon atom, sorry, 4th structure with 2 carbon atoms, and then the 6th structure with 1 carbon atom. Write this down. Let me know once you're done. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me. Alia, Aisha, Mariam Parker, Khatun, Rabia, and Saad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know once you have written this down.
Done, sir.
Done, everyone? चलिए. Now let us look at the next one. Structure बनाएंगे सभी कोई? Can you please make these structures?
Yes.
चलिए प्लीज ट्राई कीजिए. स्ट्रक्चर बना के फिर चैट में भेजिए, मतलब व्हाट्सएप में भेजिए, ठीक है? बना नहीं स्ट्रक्चर अभी तक? जल्दी बनाइए भाई. बॉन्डलाइन स्ट्रक्चर आ गया आप लोगों को तो बहुत आसान हो जाना चाहिए. पेंटेन, वनॉल, एन ब्यूटेन, नॉर्मल ब्यूटेन, पेंटेनल, इथॉक्सी, इथेन, तो सारा तो आसान है. Pentane, one-ol, 5 carbon atoms like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the first carbon atom you will have OH. N-butane, only 4 carbon atoms. Pentanal, that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Al means what? Aldehyde. Aldehyde, it is in CHO, last carbon, first carbon atom. Ethoxyethane, ethoxyethane. So ethane आपने बना लिया 2 carbon atoms attached with oxygen, and then again 2 carbon atoms. इथॉक्सीथेन नहीं हो, बाकी सब हो गया. हाँ ठीक है, मरियम पार्कर सही है, वेरी गुड. ठीक है, अब देखिए नंबर 1, 2, 3 एंड 4. यहाँ पे देखिए पहला जो स्ट्रक्चर है आपके पास अल्कोहल, यहाँ पे होगा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. क्या होगा यहाँ पे? हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. एंड व्हाट अबाउट एन ब्यूटेन? एन ब्यूटेन इज नॉन पोलर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कोई पोलैरिटी ही नहीं है. दिस इज नॉन पोलर. Here if you look at CHO में there is slight polarity here. What type of polarity? C double bond O होगा और यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन होगा, right? So here if you will have delta positive and oxygen पे delta negative. So this is polar. And here you will have delta नेगेटिव हियर, डेल्टा पॉजिटिव दिस साइड एंड डेल्टा पॉजिटिव दिस साइड. तो दोनों तरफ क्या आ गया आपके पास, डेल्टा पॉजिटिव, एंड दैट इज व्हाई द पोलैरिटी विल बिकम जीरो. नेट डाइपोल क्या हो जाएगा, नेट डाइपोल इज गोइंग टू बी जीरो. सो दिस इज नॉन पोलर अगेन. तो सबसे ज्यादा हाईएस्ट बॉइलिंग पॉइंट किसका होता है, हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड वाले का. किसका होता है, हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. देन यू विल मूव टू पोलर, हाइड्रोजन के बाद पोलर. सो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड किसके पास है, फर्स्ट स्ट्रक्चर के पास, नंबर 1. सेकेंड पोलर, पोलर कौन सा है, तीसरा वाला. आफ्टर 3 both of these are non-polar but molecular mass किसका ज्यादा होगा. Here we have 4 carbons only. Here we have 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon. In addition we have oxygen also. So next thing is molecular mass, है ना. अगर आपके पास हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड है, दोनों पोलर हो गए, पोल. If you have tie, then you will look at the molar mass. So molar mass किसका ज्यादा है यहाँ पे, molar mass किसका ज्यादा है, fourth one. So 1, 3, 4, and then at last you will have 2. Write this down. Let me know once you're done. इन दोनों के बीच में कैसे टाइप ब्रेक हुआ, मोलर मास. वो आयशा ने उल्टा कर दिया. आयशा फिर से कीजिए ठीक से. सबसे कम होगा ब्यूटेन का, उसके बाद होगा इथॉक्सी इंडियन, देन पेंटेनल, देन पेंटेन वन ऑल. सबने लिख लिया, हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं. सबने लिख लिया, हाँ या ना. सबको समझ में आया, ठीक है. ध्यान से सुने. For different types of compounds, you will have hydrogen bond, ठीक है, then polar, and then non-polar. ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड, पोलर एंड नॉन पोलर. पोलर में आपके पास स्लाइटली पोलर एंड लार्जली पोलर आते हैं. सो लेस पोलर का मतलब क्या होगा, हम आपको बता देते हैं. व्हाट इज लेस पोलर मीनिंग. लेस पोलर में, फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू हैव समथिंग लाइक दिस, so here you have 2 carbons, here you have 1 carbon. Okay, so obviously it is going to be polar, but it is going to be a bit less polar. थोड़ा सा डाइपोल मोमेंट कैंसिल हो जाएगा. एंड हाईली पोलर मतलब क्या हो गया, हाईली पोलर इज गोइंग टू बी समथिंग लाइक दिस, CHO. So this is going to be highly polar. लेस पोलर में आपके पास और क्या आ जाएगा, कीटोन भी लेस पोलर में आ जाएगा. कीटोन में पोलैरिटी रहेगी, सॉरी. ओके, चलिए मूविंग ऑन. खैर कीटोन एल्डिहाइड इन द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर वी हैव, वी विल look at them in detail. Next लिखिए solubility. Third physical property is solubility. Right, the point. Alcohol and phenols. Alcohol and phenols. Both are soluble in water. Both are soluble in water due to their tendency to form hydrogen bond with water. Hydrogen bond with water. ठीक है. Now please understand what is hydrogen bond. अगर आप लोगों ने नहीं पढ़ा है, so if you look at alcohol, alcohol has a structure ROH. Similarly, water का कैसा structure होता है? Water is oxygen. Here you will have hydrogen. ऐसे करते हैं, 2 hydrogens like this, right? So oxygen will have delta negative because it is what? Because it is highly electronegative, and hydrogen will get delta positive charge, है ना? And also with delta negative, oxygen also has lone pair electrons. So when these lone pair electrons, and this is delta positive because it is attached with oxygen atom, when these lone pair electrons, they are attracted here. So they are forming hydrogen bond like this. Can all of you see that? Yes or no? Please tell me. How is hydrogen bond formed? हाँ या ना बताएं.
Yes, sir.
अरे ठीक है. Now tell me, is there any role of this alkyl group? हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड में कोई रोल है alkyl ग्रुप का? Tell me. अल्कोहल क्या होता है? ROH, ठीक है। सो अल्काइल ग्रुप अगर आप देखिए, इट इज नॉट टेकिंग पार्ट इन द बॉन्ड, इन द हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन. Alcohol का oxygen is going to take part in bond formation, and also what, hydrogen is also taking part in hydrogen bond formation. But is alkyl taking part in hydrogen bond formation? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys.
No.
No. That means this OH part I can say that this is favorable for solubility. Yeah. But what about this ROH? This R part of alcohol, the alkyl part of alcohol, it is not taking part in hydrogen bond formation. ये कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड फॉर्म करने में, ना, सॉल्युबिलिटी में इसका कोई भी रोल नहीं है. दिस पार्ट इज अनफेवरेबल. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me. इतना सबको समझ में आया? हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं. The
Yes.
OH part, because it is taking part in hydrogen bond formation, it is going to be favorable for solubility, and alkyl group will be unfavorable. तो बताइए, if the alkyl group increases, that means if I increase the number of carbon atom, then what will happen to solubility? It will increase or decrease? If I am
Decrease.
increasing, it will decrease, because alkyl group is what? Alkyl group is not favorable. Unfavorable part को आप अगर increase करेंगे तो solubility क्या होगी? Obviously it is going to decrease. अच्छा, ओके, आयशा पार्कर. ओह नो, मरियम पार्कर. मरियम, आपने नाम चेंज करें, आयशा पार्कर लिखा हुआ है. तो कैन यू प्लीज टर्न योर माइक ऑन, मरियम? यस, हाँ. खातून नहीं, मरियम पार्कर. नहीं बैठ, पार्कर माइक ऑन करेंगे प्लीज. जिनको भी नहीं समझ में आया वो भी यहाँ
Yes,
पे
sir.
ध्यान से देखें. When we have alcohol's OH, it forms hydrogen bond because it is delta negative. Oxygen is delta negative because of its more electronegativity, is taking electron from the hydrogen atom, and hydrogen become delta positive. Same cases with water molecule also. This oxygen atom is going to get delta negative because it is more electronegative, taking electrons from this hydrogen atom. This hydrogen atom will then get the delta positive charge. Now this delta negative and delta positive, they will interact with each other. There will be attraction. That attraction is known as hydrogen bonding. Okay. So what I saw here, we saw that this alkyl group, this R group, is not doing anything for a solubility. It is not taking part in hydrogen bond formation. Can you see that? Yes or no, please, Aisha? Sorry, Mariam. Parker, दिख रहा है आपको ये चीज? That alkyl group is not forming
Yes.
hydrogen bond. That means this alkyl group is what? It is unfavorable for solubility. It is what? Unfavorable for solubility. है ना, यानी कि solubility में कोई रोल प्ले नहीं कर रहा. But OH is favorable for solubility. So if I increase the alkyl group, then I am increasing the unfavorable part. That is why solubility क्या होगा? If it is
Increase.
unfavorable part अगर हम बढ़ा रहे हैं तो solubility क्या होगा? Sorry, Parker.
Increase.
Unfavorable part बढ़ा रहे हैं तो बढ़िए ना
Increase.
जरा. What we are increasing?
Yes, sir.
What we are increasing?
Unfavorable part.
What is the unfavorable part?
The alkyl group.
Alkyl group. ठीक है, तो unfavorable मतलब not favorable for solubility ना. Correct. Unfavorable means what? Not favorable. So if we are having not favorable part for solubility, तो solubility increase करेगी या decrease करेगी? खुद सोचिए आप.
It won't do anything, right, sir?
अच्छा, आपके पास दो स्टॉक्स हैं, स्टॉक ए एंड स्टॉक बी. स्टॉक के बारे में थोड़ा सा पता होगा ना. स्टॉक में मतलब पैसा लगाने से पैसा बढ़ता है, ठीक है. तो ये आपको प्रॉफिट कराता है. ए आपको क्या कराता है? बी आपको प्रॉफिट कराता है. और ए आपको अनफेवरेबल मतलब क्या? लॉस कराएगा. सही है हाँ या ना? करेक्ट है गाइस?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Please tell me. Tell me what will happen if I increase the number of
Yes,
stock
sir.
A. अगर तो क्या होगा? स्टॉक ए को अगर हम ज्यादा बढ़ा लेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? लॉस होगा, गेन होगा?
Loss.
प्रॉफिट होगा? लॉस
Loss.
होगा ना? तो फिर बताइए सॉल्युबिलिटी के हिसाब से सिंपल लॉजिक अप्लाई कीजिए ना। समझ में आया नहीं आया?
It will decrease.
समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
फिर क्यों इंक्रीज कर रहे
Yes,
थे
sir.
आप? ओके, राइट हियर on increasing number of carbon atoms in alcohol, number of carbon atoms in alcohol, the solubility decreases. As larger alkyl group, as larger alkyl group prevents the formation of hydrogen bond with water. That is why what I can write, CH3OH will be highly soluble, followed by ethanol, followed by propanol, followed by butanol, and so on. Right, thanks. In isomeric alcohols, the solubility increases with increase in branching. As the surface area decreases, as the surface area of alkyl group decreases. What does it mean? It means if you have something like this, butanol, this will have lower solubility than secondary butanol. This will have lower solubility than this is isobutyl alcohol, and this will have lower solubility than tertiary butyl alcohol. Right, next point. Phenols are less soluble than alcohol due to their due to presence of bulky benzene ring. तो हमने लिख लिया आया में, जल्दी बताएं. Is everyone done?
Yes.
Done. Right, next. Chemical properties of alcohol. Chemical property of alcohol. If I look at alcohol, it has a structure R, CH2, O with two lone pairs and hydrogen. So this hydrogen can leave and form O negative. That means ये OH bond break कर सकता है. So we'll have a type of, one type of reaction is what? Breaking of OH bond. No, breaking of OH bond. And the other type will be that this oxygen atom, it will first of all attack at any H plus ion or any nucleophile, and then it will leave. So there will be a breakage of what? CO bond. दूसरा क्या हो सकता है? This CO bond can break. Okay, so these are the different two types of reaction that alcohol comes to. So first of all, we'll see the cleavage or the breaking of OH bond. Then we will look at the cleavage of CO bond. Please draw this diagram and then write the topic. Number A. Reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. Write this down. Let me know once you're done. Everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. Write the first reaction, a reaction with active metal. Reaction with active metal. Please write. Alcohols are weakly acid. Alcohols are weak acid, weak acids, and hence they react with, and hence they react with active metals. Such as sodium, magnesium, aluminium, etc. to liberate H2 gas and form metal alkoxide. What are the reactions that can happen? Please see. Simple reaction is what? It is, general reaction is ROH plus a metal will give you metal with OR. Now it will depend on the valency of metal, whether it is number of OR alkoxide ion, plus you will get always H2 gas. Okay, hydrogen gas will be liberated. Okay, right next. CH3OH, for example, if you have CH3OH plus sodium, then sodium has a valency of 1. So we'll have sodium alkoxide. That will be sodium methoxide, OCH3. OCH3. Okay, and how much OCH3? Only one OCH3. So this will be what? Sodium methoxide plus H2 gas. Similarly, you can have CH3Mg, CH3OH, sorry, CH3OH plus Mg. This will give you Mg, and the valency of Mg is how much? It is 2. That is why you will read 2 methoxides. OCH3 whole twice plus H2 as it is. And if you have aluminium, sorry, CH3OH, aluminium, it is going to give you aluminium, and the valency is 3. So OCH3 whole thrice plus H2 gas. All of you understood this? Please follow, please me. Okay. Yes, Saad. All of these reactions, they show acidic nature of alcohol. Okay. So अगर आपको सवाल आ जाए ना, show a reaction which shows the, write a reaction which shows the acidic nature of alcohol. So you can write one of these reactions. If they ask you to write a reaction which shows the acidic nature, तो इसमें से कोई एक reaction लिख दीजिएगा. Please let me know once you're done, guys. Please let me know once you're done. Parker, Rabia, Khatun, Saad, all of you please tell me once you're done. Is someone saying that I can't hear anyone? I can see mic turning on and off. Aisha, done?
Yes, sir.
People who use space bar ना उनकी आवाज नहीं आती है ठीक से, हम बार-बार कहते हैं इस बात को. चलिए. Now let us compare alcohol with different species. First of all, we'll compare alcohol versus water, which is more stronger. So right here, alcohol versus water. Now, first of all, whenever we have to compare, we will first of all treat them as an acid. So first of all, let us see ROH, any alcohol. If it acts like acid, it is going to make alkoxide ion, that means RO negative, and it is going to make H plus ion. तभी तो ये क्या करेगा, एसिड की तरह काम करेगा. Similarly, if I have water, HOH, this will dissociate into HO negative hydroxide ion plus H plus ion. Now we have to compare the stability of RO negative and OH negative, HO negative. Okay. So in this case, you can easily say that if I compare the stability here, RO negative, it is having a plus I group, right? This is what? It is a plus I group. Now, what is the use of plus I group? Plus I group, it increases the electron density on O negative. RO negative is already what? RO negative is already having negative charge. R is increasing the electron density. That means R is increasing the negative charge. So what will happen? The RO negative, it will become much more unstable, because electron pe aap negative charge pe electron dijiyega, so negative charge will increase. And if the negative charge increases, then what is going to happen? That particular thing will become less stable. The first thing is that alkoxide ion is less stable. दूसरी चीज यहाँ पे ये है, because R is giving electron density to O, तो ऑक्सीजन डज नॉट गेट, ऑक्सीजन के पास क्या जाता है, डेल्टा नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाता है R की वजह से, है ना, बिकॉज R is giving you a lot of electron density. Now oxygen is not able to pull as much electron density from hydrogen as in the case of water, because in water you don't have any plus I group. So oxygen को क्या करना पड़ता है, oxygen has to pull electron density from hydrogen, making it polar and making it easier to leave. जितना ज्यादा यहाँ पे polarity आ जाएगी ना, the larger the positive charge on hydrogen atom, it is easier for it to break and form H plus, है ना, क्योंकि already वो क्या हो चुका है, it is already polarized and it is already getting positive charge, तो उसको break करना आसान हो जाता है. But in the first case, what is happening? The alkyl group is giving electron density towards the oxygen atom, which makes oxygen less electronegative in comparison to that of water. These are the two reasons. First of all, the lower polarity of OH bond in alcohol, and then the lower stability of alkoxide ion. So write first point, due to plus I group in alcohol, the polarity of OH bond decreases. The polarity of OH bond decreases. And when the polarity decreases, then breaking of OH bond gets difficult. Therefore, breaking of OH bond gets difficult and acidic strength decreases. Pehla point. Next point is that due to plus I group, अच्छा प्लस आई ग्रुप के ब्रैकेट में ना आप एल्काइल लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है ना, टू शो दैट एल्काइल ग्रुप इज द प्लस आई ग्रुप. एल्कोक्साइड आयन becomes unstable and acidic strength decreases. यानी कि बात ये हुई, if I talk about acidic strength, then I can write a point. What point I can write? I can write alcohols are less acidic than water. All of you understood the points? इसमें please tell me. किसी को नहीं समझ में आया तो प्लीज बताएं. पहले पॉइंट में बहुत सारे लोगों को दिक्कत होती है, उसका सिंपल सा तरीका समझने का ये है that alkyl group is already giving electron density to O negative, तो ऑक्सीजन उतने इंटेंसिटी से हाइड्रोजन से नहीं लेगा. That is why this bond becomes less polar. उतना पोलर नहीं आता जितना वाटर के अंदर पोलर है. Write this down. Let me know once you're done. क्या हो रहा है, बार बार कोई ना कोई डिस्कनेक्ट हो जा रहा है, कभी आलिया, कभी पार्कर, अभी राबिया. प्लीज लेट मी नो वंस यू आर डन गाइस. ओके सबका? अरे हाँ ना, आप लोग क्यों नहीं बोलते? इज एवरीवन डन? यस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
जल्दी लिखो.
Yes, sir, done.
Right, next 1 degree versus 2 degree versus 3. So यहाँ से we can write a point. Acidic strength. It is inversely proportional to plus I group. है ना? Inversely proportional to plus I group. And after that, you will write. Another comparison is 1 degree versus 2 degree versus 3 degree. 1 degree alcohol versus 2 degree alcohol versus 3 degree alcohol. If you have a comparison here, then again you can see very easily. यहाँ पे देखिए, you have RCH2 OH. If you dissociate this, you will get RCH2 O negative plus H positive, right? Secondly, you can have RCH2, RCH, R dash and OH. If you dissociate this, you will get RCH, R dash and O negative plus H positive. Similarly, if you have 3 carbon atoms, you are going to get carbon R dash, R double dash with OH. After ionization, it will become R dash, R double dash, O negative plus H positive. So here you can see in the first case, you have 1 plus I group. The alkyl group is a plus I group, electron releasing group. Here you have 2 alkyl groups. That means 2 electron releasing group. Here you have 3 electron releasing groups. Now what is going to happen in this case is, in this case, the one with more number of alkyl groups will be having the least stability. And when it is having least stability, it will be least acidic. So please write. There are again 2 points here. Presence of plus I group decreases polarity of OH. Bond and decreases stability of alkoxide ion. ठीक है? That is why यहाँ पे भी क्या होगा, जहां पे सबसे कम OH ग्रुप होंगे वहां पे सबसे ज्यादा acidic character होगा. So 1 degree alcohol is more stable than 2 degree alcohol. It is more stable, it's more acidic, and 3 degree alcohol is the least acidic. Write this down. Let me know once you're done. Everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Done, sir.
Anyone still writing? Please say yes. Anyone still writing? No.
Yes.
जल्दी बोला करो भाई साहब, जल्दी लिखे साहब. कितना टाइम लगता है आपको साहब? जल्दी जल्दी लिखिए. This is order of acidic strength, okay?
Yes, sir. Done. Done.
Next. Okay, okay. Right, next, alcohol versus phenol. So again, in alcohol, what do we have? ROH. कैसे लिख देते हैं? RCH2OH लिखते हैं. Phenol is going to be something like this. Now, this carbon atom here, it is sp3. But this carbon atom, which is attached to H in the phenol, it is what? It is sp2. So sp3 and sp2. So sp2 is more electronegative. More electronegative. Now, what is more electronegative element, more negative carbon atom will do? It will pull electrons here and it will pull electrons from the hydrogen also. So what does hydrogen become? Hydrogen will become more polar. If it is more electronegative, it has tendency to pull electrons. Electron oxygen pe utna zyada nahi rahega. So what will oxygen do? Oxygen will also pull the electrons from the hydrogen atom, making the OH bond more polar. Now, first thing is that it is more polar. Ab uske baad, when the reaction happens, then we have alkoxide ion like this RCH2 O negative. This is the conjugate base बोलते हैं इसको, अगर आप लोगों ने equilibrium ठीक से पढ़ा. So this is the conjugate base that we have, and this conjugate base is unstable. अभी इतने देर से हम लोग यही पढ़ते आ रहे हैं ना, unstable होता है. Why? Because it is having alkyl group. Alkyl group gives electron density towards the oxygen atom. It will become more negatively charged. More charge means less stable. But if I talk about the phenoxide ion like this, then this phenoxide ion, it is what? It is resonance stabilized. यहाँ पे इस तरह से resonance होगा. This pi bond will move here and so on. So this negative charge will get delocalized, and that is why it is what? It is stable. Now first, दोनों reason यहाँ पे क्या है? They are favorable for the acidic strength. This is stable. Stable यानी कि आराम से form हो जाएगा. Hydrogen ion को वो आराम से release कर देगा. It will release the hydrogen ion very easily. So you will write here, due to the presence of sp2 carbon in phenol, due to the presence of sp2 carbon in phenol, the OH bond becomes more polar and easier to break. Next point. Since phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized, is resonance stabilized. Phenol releases the H plus easily. है ना? तो ये रीजन ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको याद रखिएगा. Whenever they ask ना, why is phenol more acidic than alcohol? Then you will write because of resonance, because phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized. ठीक है, therefore phenol is more acidic than alcohol. And everybody is please me. लिख के जल्दी बताइए.
Yes, sir.
चलिए, next write acidic strength of substituted phenols. Acidic strength of substituted phenols. Now, before going towards the substituted phenols, यहाँ पे हम लोग दो चीजों को देखेंगे. First is electron donating group and electron withdrawing groups. Okay. So you will have electron donating groups. This will decrease acidic strength. And you have electron withdrawing groups, which will increase acidic strength. So what is electron donating groups? Electron donating groups mean you will have CH3. You can have OR, alkoxy, methoxy, ethoxy, all of these things. And you will have OH. If you have another OH group also, then it is going to increase the electron density. अभी इस केस में एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ को डिक्रीज करने के लिए आप याद रखें, यू हैव NO2 ग्रुप. नाइट्रो ग्रुप इज व्हाट इट इज, हाईली इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग, so it will increase the acidic strength. ठीक है, the donating group decreases and withdrawing group it increases the acidic strength. So when I'm writing all about this, then I am talking about mesomeric effect, plus M group. Okay, plus M. अब यहाँ पे ध्यान दीजिए, when we have benzene ring जिस पे OH attach होगा, that means we have a phenol group here. We have a phenol. Now phenol में जो attachment हो सकता है, the substituent can be at 3 different positions. I can either it can be in ortho position, or it can be in meta position, or it can be in para position. Okay, so when it is in para position, you have to, this is para position, you have to check plus M or minus M. ये माइनस M होगा, ठीक है ना, प्लस M और माइनस M कौन सा ग्रुप है, आपको बस ये चेक करना पड़ेगा. इट इज आइदर प्लस M और माइनस M. प्लस M हुआ तो क्या होगा, the electron, the acidic strength will decrease, and if it is minus M, the acidic strength will increase. This is meta position. In meta position, you don't have to see M. चेक प्लस आई और माइनस आई, आपको इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट यहाँ पे चेक करना पड़ेगा. देन यू हैव द ऑर्थो पोजिशन. इन ऑर्थो पोजिशन यू हैव टू चेक प्लस एम or minus m. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
तो समझ में आया ना? हाँ या ना बताएं. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया? ठीक है, चलिए. Write a question. Arrange the following compounds in increasing order of their acidic strength. सबसे पहले तो आपको इनका स्ट्रक्चर बनाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, सबने लिख लिया था ना? हाँ या ना? सबने लिख लिया था?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, चलिए स्ट्रक्चर बनाइए पहले. जी, write the structures and tell. Send your answer on my WhatsApp. पहले बना लीजिए स्ट्रक्चर, कम से कम बनाइए, उसके बाद भेजिए. Barium Park Crescent. And that's propanol. 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, 3-nitrophenol, 3,5 dinitrophenol, 4-methylphenol और सिर्फ फेनॉल. ठीक है. See here guys, propanol. Propanol क्या हो जाएगा? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Prop means 3 and OH. 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Make phenol. So this is your phenol. This is first position. Second में आपके पास NO2. Third, fourth में भी NO2. 5 और 6. 6 में NO2. Then you have 3-nitrophenol. P, 5 dinitrophenol. के बाद फिनॉल. उसके बाद 4-मिथाइल फिनॉल. तो ये तो सबसे पहले वाला क्या हो गया? दिस इज अल्कोहल. Now 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. So nitro is what it is? Minus M group. और कितने माइनस एम है? यहाँ पे 3 माइनस एम ग्रुप्स हैं. यहाँ पे यू हैव 1 माइनस एम ग्रुप. यहाँ पे यू हैव नो. दीज आर इन ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन. ये किस में है? ये भी देखना होगा ना. दिस इज इन मेटा पोजिशन. तो मेटा पोजिशन में तो एम नहीं देखते, क्या देखेंगे? नाइट्रो में माइनस आई हो जाएगा. Here this is also meta, this is also meta. दोनों मेटा पोजिशन है. दैट्स वाई यहाँ पे माइनस आई होगा. बट हियर वी हैव 2 माइनस आई ग्रुप्स. फिनॉल में कुछ नहीं है. और CH3 इज व्हाट इट इज? प्लस एम ग्रुप. ये तो समझ में आया सबको? हाँ, जल्दी बताएं. ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस? यस और नो? प्लीज टेल मी.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में पुट करना है. तो सबसे कम एसिडिक कौन होगा? सबसे कम एसिडिक होगा अल्कोहल, जिनको हम नंबर दे देते हैं A, B, C, D, E and F. Right? तो A will be least acidic. A के बाद कौन आएगा? A will be least acidic. और A के बाद क्या कौन आएगा फिर? जहां पे प्लस एम है. राइट? बिकॉज व्हेन वी हैव प्लस एम देन द एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ इज लोअर. ठीक है. तो पहले तो अल्कोहल फिनॉल में आपको कंपैरिजन करना है. अल्कोहल फिनॉल में कौन ज्यादा? एक अल्कोहल है, सारे फिनॉल है. तो अल्कोहल इज हैविंग लेस. अब बाकी सब ने देखे फिनॉल फिनॉल में. सो फिनॉल में व्हेन यू हैव प्लस एम ग्रुप इट इज व्हाट इट इज? लेस एसिडिक. देखिए इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटिंग ग्रुप तो क्या होगा? लेस एसिडिक. ए के बाद आ जाएगा आपके पास क्या? एफ. एफ के बाद क्या आएगा? इन ऑल द अदर केसेस यू हैव माइनस 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 एक्सेप्ट इन फिनॉल. फिनॉल में क्या है? कुछ नहीं है. फिनॉल इज न्यूट्रल. सो माइनस होने से if you have minus sign then the acidic strength increases. If you have minus sign then the acidic strength increases. Here you don't have anything. That is why इसके बाद क्या आ जाएगा? E आ जाएगा. यहाँ पे ना इंक्रीज कर रहा है ना डिक्रीज कर रहा है. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट किस में होगा? जिसमें सबसे कम माइनस हो. दैट मीन्स C स्ट्रक्चर. उसके बाद जिसमें ज्यादा माइनस हो दैट मीन्स 2I. D स्ट्रक्चर. और उसके बाद सबसे ज्यादा किसमें होगा? B स्ट्रक्चर में, बिकॉज इट इज मेसोमेरिक इफेक्ट. और वो भी 3 है हमारे पास. सो दिस विल बी द ऑर्डर. प्लीज राइट दिस डाउन. सबने लिख लिया? हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं. Okay. Please open your app. In the app, you will have 2 tests today. First test will be on physical properties. Second will be on acidic strength.